What's going on, my Cardano friends? It's your friend Jack here, and in today's video we're going to be discussing the market sentiment and the price rapidly dropping and why I really don't care and I'm not worried about it at all. First things first though, if you guys are holding on to your sweet ADA, Cardano, please consider staking with the Jack stake pool to get passive ADA on your ADA. Now, what am I talking about with the crash and what's going on here, right? What is happening? What I believe to be happening, and keep in mind, this whole video is pretty much just speculation. None of us really know what's going to happen, and all we can do is predict or speculate on what's going to happen. But that being said, right now, everything's pretty down. Bitcoin's kind of up in the last 24 hours, but everything for the most part is somewhat down in the red. We have a few percent up here in the last 24 hours, but over the past week, since our last week all-time high of $69,000 Bitcoin, things are looking quite down, and especially for Cardano being down 12% in the last week. So today we're going to go over that and why I don't really care about it being down, even though pretty much 90% of my portfolio is Cardano based. And if it's not, the other 10%, that is also in Cardano related ecosystems. So why am I not worried? Well, first thing is because I don't think Bitcoin is done at all for this year and for this next 5 or 6 months. I think there's still a lot of room for growth here, and I do think this is just kind of one of those shakeouts, fake outs that we just got to get through. It's annoying, it's boring, but the hype happens very fast and it all comes usually flowing in at once. First things first, we're going to look at this hopium chart, and I say hopium because it's not perfect. It's obviously a bit off when comparing to the 2017 bull cycle, and it's probably not going to play out really exactly like this at all. There's a very good chance it's completely different, but for right now, 5 of these points, when being compared to the 2017 bull market to the 2021 bull market that we're in now, 5 of these points that are anchored and shown with arrows here are similar points of price action. So this is pretty interesting. Could this play out to the $155,000 Bitcoin by Christmas? It very well could, but it's also, again, just some hopium, just some speculation. Even with this graph being very speculative and, not perfect, I do think that it is representative of the fact that we have a long way to go till we reach the top of this cycle. Now, maybe I'm completely wrong, right? I could be, but this is my gut feeling, and this is where all the data that I've seen has been pointing to. And keep in mind, all the data that I've seen is probably very biased to the upside. So take that with a pinch of salt. Now let's look more at Cardano specifically. And yes, as I mentioned earlier, it would be nice if we could just get to $0 now and get this fake out over with. That's really how I feel about it. And I hope this happens sooner than later so we can proceed to new all-time highs, get this boring stuff out of the way. Now, I'm not really too worried because not only am I continuing to accumulate Cardano cryptocurrencies, so are many institutional investors or institutions, right? Here we have a weekly inflow report, monthly and yearly as well. But on the weekly, you can see here, by institution investments, Cardano is at an inflow of 16.4 and Ethereum 17.3. So almost the same as Ethereum, Cardano has a massive weekly inflow when compared to the other top cryptocurrencies. This for me is pretty bullish. It's one of the reasons why I'm not too worried. And there's a few more reasons I want to share with you, along with the fact that still 72% of all Cardano is being staked right now. So much less selling pressure than other cryptocurrencies that aren't really, giving staking rewards in such a nice consensus model that Cardano uses, like Ouroboros. So 72% staked, not as much less selling pressure than a locked staking protocol, because Ouroboros, the staking protocol Cardano uses, it can just be taken out whenever, but it's still staked on the network. These people are actively participating and earning rewards. They're less inclined to sell by nature. Another reason I don't really care for the price too much, obviously, is also because I'm 21. I have a lot less risk here. I have a lot more time to make up for any losses, and you have to keep that in mind when you're thinking about your own decisions and what you're going to do. But here's another example of a use case that was outlined exactly 2 months ago, and I talked about it on the channel briefly back then. But Liquid USD is going to be creating triple yield. So Liquid Finance, it's going to be a protocol building on Cardano. You're going to be able to use it. It's a DeFi protocol, and you can basically stake your ADA. While you're staking your ADA, you can use it as collateral to have staked LQ at USD. This yields LQX, you can stake the LQX and yield protocol revenue. So a triple yield while you're still staking your ADA. It's pretty crazy. It's been kind of under the radar. When this is possible, I will make a detailed tutorial on how to do it. So make sure you're subscribed. But another reason why I'm just bullish, because this is something that is kind of not unheard of, but it's very impressive to see that you can also still be staking your ADA while utilizing this DeFi protocol. Some more bullish avenues of news for Cardano. 1 million transactions in one epoch. One epoch is 5 days. That is an all-time record for Cardano ever. Okay, so we're at all-time high records for transactions. Now, does this have a lot to do with the meme coin on Cardano? Yes, but also just general influx and the growth of the community on Cardano is getting bigger and bigger day by day. And if you don't believe me, you can just look at this little chart right here, most active chains. Here we have Cardano, and look right here. We have the adjusted transaction volume for the past 24 hours at $14 billion, okay? That's above Ethereum, that's above everything else except for Bitcoin. So it's half of Bitcoin's adjusted transaction volume. If you think Bitcoin's big, just look at Cardano, right? It's pretty insane to think about how much money that is, and it's even more than Ethereum somehow. Is this a bit crazy? And may this number be a bit off? Yes. But to be honest, this transaction volume, I don't think it's going to slow down too much going forward. I think right now, a lot of people are getting worried and panicking, but to be honest, here's some hopium. I think it's all going to be fine. I think we are going to have a lot more price action to the upside. If not, I'm also not too worried, so keep that in mind. It's not something I'm going to panic about because I am here to hold the majority of my crypto for quite some time. That being said, if we see a huge price spike and Bitcoin goes to 155K, 100K plus, there is a very good chance I sell some of my Cardano and take a little bit of profit to reinvest and grow that, accumulate that bag later on. Okay, that's it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found some hopium in this video. And always make sure to do your own research and make your own decisions tailored to your personal situation. Can't stress that enough. Hope you guys have a great freaking day. It's been your friend Jack. Please smash the like button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.